Breaking. A police officer experiencing an anxiety attack took an ambulance that was initially sent for a man dying from a police shooting. According to a recent report, could this incident trigger a re-examination of police protocols and emergency response systems?
What does this mean for the allocation of emergency resources in high-pressure situations? The incident highlights the complexities and challenges faced by law enforcement and emergency responders in the United States. You're watching Trend Flow, where we break down the stories everyone's talking about. Let's get into it. According to the report, the officer, who has not been named, was experiencing an anxiety attack during a police shooting incident. The ambulance that was initially dispatched to assist the victim of the shooting was instead used to transport the officer to a medical facility.
The report does not provide further details on the officer's condition or the circumstances surrounding the anxiety attack.
The police shooting incident, which resulted in the death of a man, is currently under investigation. The report notes that the officer's actions may have been a result of the high-stress situation. It also raises questions about the prioritization of emergency resources. But here's where things get interesting.
The incident has sparked a debate about the allocation of emergency resources.
The support systems in place for law enforcement officers. Supporters argue that the officer's actions were a result of the intense pressure and stress of the situation, that more needs to be done to provide mental health support for officers. Critics counter that the officer's actions may have compromised the response to the police shooting incident,
that protocols need to be put in place to ensure that emergency resources are allocated effectively.
As we consider the implications of this incident, we have to ask, what happens when the people tasked with keeping us safe are struggling to cope with the stresses of their job?
And this is where the story takes a surprising turn.
The incident has also raised questions about the training.
Support provided to law enforcement officers to deal with high-stress situations.
Let's break down what that actually means. It means that law enforcement agencies may need to re-examine their protocols and procedures for responding to emergency situations. Consider providing additional training and support for officers to manage stress and anxiety. This could include providing access to mental health resources, such as counseling and therapy,
as well as training on stress management and crisis intervention.
So what comes next? The investigation into the police shooting incident is ongoing. It is likely that there will be a review of the emergency response protocols and procedures in place. The incident may also prompt a broader conversation about the support systems in place for law enforcement officers.
The allocation of emergency resources.
As the investigation unfolds, we can expect to see a more detailed analysis of the incident and the response of the emergency services. The incident has also highlighted the need for a more nuanced understanding of the challenges faced by law enforcement officers. The importance of providing support systems to manage stress and anxiety. This includes providing access to mental health resources, as well as training on stress management and crisis intervention. By examining the complexities of this incident, we can gain a deeper understanding of the issues at play and the need for effective support systems for law enforcement officers. In addition, the incident has sparked a wider conversation about the role of law enforcement in society and the need for effective protocols and procedures to ensure that emergency situations are handled effectively. This includes providing training and support for officers to manage high-stress situations, as well as ensuring that emergency resources are allocated effectively. As we consider the implications of this incident, it is clear that there are many complex issues at play,
that a nuanced and multifaceted approach is needed to address them. As of March 12, 2026, this story is still developing. We will continue to monitor the situation. We will provide updates as more information becomes available. We will examine the implications of this incident in more detail. Subscribe for more daily news breakdowns and hit the bell so you never miss a story.